Welcome to Golf Talk Radio with PGA professionals Mike Brabenec and Billy Gibbs. Golf Talk Radio is brought to you by TaylorMade Golf, the Paso Robles Golf Club, Slick Sticks, your key to better golf, McPhee's Grill of Templeton, dedicated to great food and great service, McGowie Health Group, expect something different, and Nikki Anderson, Realtor. And now, the hosts of Golf Talk Radio, Mike and Billy.
Welcome in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. A post 4th of July weekend. We're glad to have you guys here. It is smoking here on the Central Coast right now. Smoking hot. And we are in the studio right now that has no air conditioning, with a big window, which Dave Schmandl so kindly said he would sit over there by the window with the sun beating on his back.
I'm melting.
So if it gets a little heated in here, it's just because of the environment. It's actually not too bad. I will tell you guys, though, coming down from Paso, it was about 70 in Paso. I got down here, and it's like 87, 88.
It's warm out there,
baby.
It's
warm, man. So you guys stay safe out there. In the studio with me, as you guys probably already, if you know, listen to the show, I've got Dave Schmandl across from me from SlickSticks.com. Your key to better golf, 805-598-9993. Also have Mr. Jim DeLobby to my right, and PGA teaching professional, jimdelobby.com, right?
Perfect.
Check it out.
Mm-hmm. Good morning.
We got a fun show for you. It's going to be a very fluid show. I had my hard drive crash on my laptop, and was reminded that, that checklist of things you have, guys, that you go, oh, yeah, I'll get to that.
Yeah.
I'll get to that.
Oh, my gosh.
You didn't get to it,
I should back up my computer. I'll get to that. I got like a third of the way through. I'll get to that.
Oops.
And now you're just kicking yourself, but managed to retrieve some of the stuff for the show. And we've got A.J. Bonner joining us in the first hour here, first interview. And A.J. Bonner's been around for a long, long time. And you can go on YouTube, see his videos. Some of the stuff, depending on instructors that you look at online, and some of the more technical instructors kind of debunk his teaching methods, and others love him. But I think that's true of a lot of golf instructors. And
everybody's got their own way.
And I saw something just kind of to hit the tip of the iceberg that I thought was interesting. We don't necessarily need to answer it right now, but I saw someone who posted, well, A.J. Bonner has never taught a touring pro. Therefore, he must not be a good teacher, which,
There's a lot of good teachers never
he
taught a
fitted
touring
in,
pro.
taught tour players. I was there. I saw it.
So we're gonna bring that up, Jim. Jim had the opportunity to work with AJ or be around AJ. How many years?
2 years.
2 years. So you've got some insight. It'll be really cool when AJ calls to have you guys converse and talk and see where everything goes. So other than that, today we've got some hot topics. We'll do Clubbing with Dave. A couple of topics on the tables, guys. Should Tiger Woods be considered for a captain's pick for the Ryder Cup 2018?
That's debatable, isn't it?
Yes, I think so.
I mean, he's playing so well and so bad all at the same time.
It's really
You got to have him. Ridiculous.
So we'll expand on that, and then I can't believe it. I mean, with technology overtaking everybody's life and my hard drive crashing, I kind of forgot, and all of a sudden I'm like, next week is the Open.
You mean the British
The
Open?
Open, yeah. I know. Like whether it's the British Open or the Open, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we got to make our picks because the next show will be in the middle of the Open.
That's right.
I think.
2 weeks.
Is it 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Oh, so we got 2 weeks. We'll have to double check that because that'll be the weekend of the 14th, 15th.
It's the weekend before my birthday, so 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay. Well, maybe it's
so.
2 weeks. All right. Well, we'll double check that. We'll double check our facts.
I've been wrong
We'll double check our facts.
many times.
But anyway, at least that's a reminder to get our picks together. Nikki Anderson's in Ireland golfing. I saw a couple pictures. I think she's played her first round from what I could tell. So when she comes back, which won't be till after the 17th, I'm sure we'll have some great stories. Mr. Billy Gibbs is over in Florida doing some business for the First Tee, and we're here in the sweltering studio. So we're glad you guys have joined us. You want to call the show here, 805-903-1974. the morning BM, which we'll jump into right now. The morning BM is just a plethora of anything and everything you can think of. And on topic with sports is obviously LeBron James signing with the Lakers. And Jim DeLavi is a huge Laker fan, and he just raised his hand in the air with his arms. You look like Nixon right there, Richard Nixon.
He is not a crook.
I'm not a crook.
LeBron will take the.
Yeah, so I thought for the morning BM, I just thought I'd ask Jim DeLavi because you and I bounced back and forth, pun intended, on basketball quite a bit. And you are the brother of Steve Kerr, who's the head coach of the Warriors.
Thank you so much.
And what are your thoughts of
comments.
What are your thoughts of LeBron? You like it?
I love it.
You love it.
He's just like Magic. He's a bigger version of Magic.
You got to get
Different
closer to that
ways.
mic. Dude.
He's a bigger version of Magic in some ways. His
Yeah.
body. He's just like he's a guard. It's just unbelievable. So, but you guys are tough. Golden State with that pickup, February, March. That's dangerous with Boogie.
I think it's really interesting the criticisms of a lot of the media on the league's ruined now. It's completely ruined, and
All in the West.
all in the West. And I just think, just like golf, you never really know. I mean, you could have significant injuries during the year with anybody on any team. They could change the dynamic of any team. It's more a matter of depth, and that's one of the things with LeBron going to the Lakers. I just wonder about the depth they have there. I'm not sure. I'm sure they'll figure it out. The great thing about LeBron, it seems like to me, and I don't know, Jim, you're the Laker fan, but he seems like a leader to me. Maybe he can lead that young core of the Lakers. When I think of Kuzma and Hart and Ingram, those are potentially some really, really, really good players. I mean, they're good now. They're not great technically, but they can be really good. And with him, maybe they'll be great. And maybe they'll surprise a lot of people because everybody's saying they're going to throw this first year out the window.
I don't think so.
With LeBron, I just don't see him doing that. I don't.
They're almost matched up with Houston already.
Yeah.
Almost. They're almost even.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
It is.
Unless Houston makes some, they still could pull some things off.
Yeah, there still could be some things that happen there.
There's a lot of things.
No doubt about
The
it.
smoke hasn't cleared.
No.
Not even close.
Not even. No, you're right.
There's
but
trades coming, and then in the middle of the season, if he's tough, Boogie's gonna make some people force some trades on in that time period.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how those signings affect the rest of what's left.
Yeah.
And of course, there's rumor mill spilling all over the place. But to tie this back into golf, you talk about LeBron James, and you talk about now he's a Laker, and you talk about all the history of the Lakers. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the all-time scorer, all this, and now a story comes out on golf about Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson pairing up to do a $10 million match.
I think it's great.
It's fantastic.
I think it is too. I don't know.
Wish it was their own money.
Well, that's the weird. Isn't that the weird thing when you think about it? You got two guys, $10 million. They don't need the money.
Oh, I'm sure that lots going to be charity's going to be involved with a lot of it.
I figured it would.
But there's pride on the line. These guys are so prideful. They love to win.
Where would you guys rank? This thing obviously has to be played first, and maybe it can't be ranked. But can it be ranked against like a Jack Arnie matchup if those guys playing one-on-one against each other, or is the time period too different?
It's a circus, and that's what it's all about. They had a who was it? Duvall and Tiger had a match when Tiger first became number one, and it was kind of anticlimactic, but it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
So,
and that's the one thing too when you have two guys, like remember the under the lights.
Yes,
I think it was
Tiger and Sergio and Annika and Lorena.
You always had the opportunity of somebody probably being up there with whoever the leader is in that group on that particular round. But here, when it's one-on-one,
somebody has an off day, it's really boring.
It could be really anticlimactic, and it's like, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I think it's exciting. I just don't, I don't think it's obviously as exciting as it would have been 10 years ago.
Oh my God! Are you going to watch it?
I probably will.
Yeah, I will too. So maybe
I probably will.
that means it's a good thing.
It's probably a good thing.
We'll watch it.
And, I just wonder about like how quickly they're going to get this thing going. They said it's in the works. But it's pretty amazing when you think about it. The two have combined for 122 PGA Tour wins and 19 major championships.
That's a
which
lot.
is, I never even thought it was that much. I knew there was a lot, but I didn't think it was that much.
Between you and Tiger and Phil, you guys combined for 19 majors.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
I'm honored.
Right? Yeah.
I'm honored on that.
Nice spin, Dave.
Yeah, that was a nice spin.
But
But I think it'll definitely be interesting television. I just hope it's a good match. I hope it's not a dud.
yeah,
That's the one thing I thought of when it said it was 1-on-1. And we mentioned earlier, Tiger's on, he's off, he's on, he's off. Phil's kind of on and off too right now. I mean, they're both not super young. They're both going through a lot of stuff.
But they can still shoot some numbers.
Okay.
and they're still top 30. I mean,
Yeah, that's what's crazy.
top 10 for Phil.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
That's what's crazy. Did they mention? Do you guys know? Did they mention exactly where that might be happening?
I don't know.
You don't know. So I'm wondering how soon that'll happen. So
I just had it here. I'll pull it back up.
they're billing it as the $10 million grudge match.
Well, Tiger's a happy guy now, so he doesn't have grudges anymore. He used to. You could have called it a grudge match 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
I think it's great that Phil egged it on early in the season.
Yeah.
That was really neat.
The one part that I do love about this matchup, this thing happening with Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson, is they're going to have them mic'd.
I do like that.
You're going to hear, Mickelson's quoted as saying, you're going to hear a lot of stuff that you don't normally get a chance to hear on TV. And that to me is intriguing.
Yep.
Like even regardless of how the match turns out, if it ends up being a dud, just having some insight in there. I'm wondering, I just hope it's going to be, well, I'm sure there's some things that can't be said on the mic. I want it to be genuine. I want a full, like as a consumer,
10-second delay.
as a golf enthusiast, as loving to watch the pros play. I want it to be as real as possible. But when they get in front of the cameras, it's entertainment.
Yeah.
So it's like, how much are you
There's
going to
be
get?
comments.
And
Both of them have
it's an
comments.
exhibition, and so it's not going to be intense like it would be for a U.S. Open or something like that. They're just out. It'd be like if we went out and play golf. So I don't think they're even going to have to clean up their language that much because they don't care. They're just going to have fun. And
I think it's another level of trash talking is going to happen because that's what they like. Tiger, away from tournaments.
Yeah. I mean,
Las
that,
Vegas.
He's turned.
that makes sense. Hop, the producer in Bakersfield, ESPN, where we're on right now, he just confirmed that it's not next weekend, the Open. It's the following weekend.
Oh.
So we got to get our picks in by the 18th. We'll have to do the DraftKings things again. I know, were you here for that, Jim? So we'll do a DraftKings. It's online. You bet $1. You go into a group. Depending on what you get in, you might have a chance of winning like 20 grand. And we put our teams together, and then we see who does the best. We all missed the cut, by the way, on the.
Yeah, we came in like 63,000th.
It was not for expert. Well, I don't know if I'm an expert, but we didn't do so hot. But it's fun to watch because you can track it over the weekend.
Dave, you've done pretty
know.
good on some of those picks.
Yeah, I have our old.
I get
have
lucky
our
every
picks.
once in a while,
I have
but-
our picks from last time that we can discuss. But anyway, that's the morning BM. We're going to take a break because we've got AJ Bonner coming on. If you guys want to check out AJ Bonner, go to google.com. Just type in AJ Bonner, BONAR. I think there's ajgolf.com. There's a bunch of YouTube videos, and we're going to have him calling here just in a couple minutes. And you're listening to Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy right here on the Golf Talk Radio Network, brought to you by TaylorMade Golf. Check out the latest M3 and M4 drivers, fairway woods, hybrids, and irons at TaylorMadeGolf.com today. Stay with us. AJ Bonner coming up next.
What does M stand